Hello there, welcome to Beyond Challenges on your #1 television, OSRC, the nation's star station. My name is FOLAJOGUN AKINLAMI and I'm your host on the show. Beyond Challenges, as you know by now, is a platform where we celebrate the strengths of persons living with disabilities who have somehow managed to climb above their challenges, who has been through it all and still they're standing. We'll take a quick break now and I'll take you through the life of an individual who is truly, genuinely and thoroughly beyond challenges. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that break. You can follow us on our Facebook page, Beyond Challenges with FOLAJOGUN AKINLAMI, and on Instagram, Beyond Challenges. Well, I'm excited about this next segment because that's the part where you get to meet our celebrity for the week. Why don't you grab yourselves a comfortable seat as I take you on a ride and you'll get to know all about Fidelis Truth Waji. We'll be right back. Fidelis Uche Waji, popularly known as Fidelis Truth, was born in the year 1996 to the families of the Wajis. He was a very healthy child and he was the second of 5 children. He had his primary education at the Federal Government Girls College Staff Primary School and his secondary education at Aquinas College, Akure, Ondo State. Fidelis lost his father in the year 2012 when he was just 16 years old, and this forced him into adulthood as he had to man up and take care of his family. His mom was pregnant at the time, and her little income couldn't sustain the family. Fidelis learned how to ride a bike, and before long, he became a commercial bike rider, popularly known as Okada, and was conveniently feeding his family. In the year 2013, the worst happened, and one cold Sunday night, Fidelis' truth had wrapped up the day's job, and his friend asked for his help. He dropped his friend off and had parked his bike by the roadside and was waiting for his friend on his bike when the car veered off the road and hit him. He was rushed to the hospital on another bike, with his leg dangling behind him. He felt no pain at all at first, and he had no idea that a new chapter had opened for him. He had no clue that life as he knew it was over, and as at that Sunday evening, a new life had begun. A life filled with pains and gains awaits, and he wasn't ready at all.
When we got to the hospital, there was a lot of patients, and but the man entered the hospital with a bike and straight to the theater, and he dropped me. No doctor wanted to attend to me because of money, but luckily I was having money. So the doctor said I should pay for the card and everything. I paid. Then, for a little while, I started feeling an excruciating pain. Like the leg broke though, the bone broke, but I was now feeling a lot of pains, like pains that I've never felt before in my life. But I was, man, I had to man up. And the doctor came in, did some little dressing, packed up the leg, and we were informed that they are going to have a strike the following day. So my family came, though I first called my sister, because I know if I tell my mom, she's going to flare up and something dangerous might happen. So I called my sister, and my sister got there, saw what happened, and some of my friends actually came. They stayed there with me throughout the night till the next morning. No treatment else was given to me. But when they saw that the strike is actually going to hold, they had to take me away from the hospital. And eventually I was taken to an AGONIES, they call it. So when we got there, the man focused on treating the bone, but not the wound that was actually there, thinking that the wound has already been solved, stitched up and everything. With the pain and everything that I have to keep taking, though I was not feeling the leg, I was not feeling the toes, I couldn't move the leg. It was just like that, but the pain was there. After 2 days, where was stitched opened and started decaying. So it decayed right from the toe straight down to the knee. But it took processes. Then after the man saw that his work was not improving, he approached my mom and told her that they have to take me to FMC, whereby maybe more attention might be given, they might solve, they might just, or maybe, okay, with all the payments that my mom has given to him and everything, they had to arrange another transport for me. Though she was not healthy financially, but she got to do something. So she sought out for help, and it took me to FMC. On the way to FMC, the driver was so fast and going into gallops and everything, and the leg. Though there was this night that I slept and I couldn't move the leg all the while, but the night I slept, I slept this particular night and I dreamt that I actually stood on the leg. So I twisted the leg upside down when I was sleeping, unknowingly. And this leg I can't move. So when I woke up, I saw the leg on the other side. I couldn't turn it. I was calling for the doctor was not around. The AGONIES, I mean. So I twisted the leg and the knee moved, but the foot stayed stagnant, but the knee moved. I don't know how you can imagine that can be, but it was very, very bad. Very, very.
After unfruitful treatment at the traditional doctor's house, popularly known as AGONIES, Fidelis Truth went back to the hospital, but he was not ready for the doctor's recommendation.
So I was taken to FMCO. When we got there, a lot of doctors came attending, they gave their comments and everything that they are going to amputate the leg. That there's nothing they can do, they are going to amputate it. But my friends they were so positive and they said, no, they are not going to amputate this leg, something like that. It can never happen, this guy can never be an handicap and everything. So they took me away from the hospital and took me to, this time around I couldn't remember because the pain was actually getting to my head. I couldn't remember anything. I know I was alive, but I couldn't remember anything. I don't sleep, I don't eat. The only thing I eat is lacasera, coke, drinks. That's only what I take. I don't sleep, I don't eat, I can take a bag of water in a day. So keeps coming, and all these places I was taking blood, like 2 bags of blood, 3 bags of blood. It got to a point they couldn't find my blood type, only my sister has. So the doctor approached my sister and said, you can't donate because a lady shouldn't donate. But my sister went behind and donated the blood for me. Then after I was taken to the 3rd hospital, they did their own effort, they made their own possible efforts, but nothing came out. It kept decaying and it was really fast. Then my mom came to the conclusion of taking me back to our state. So when we got there, on the way, when they arranged the transport, I was in the car, and on the way, it's very far. It took a lot of hours. So I was kind of hungry on the way, so I told them to get me something. There was this girl, you know, there's all this road hawkers. So she was trying as much as possible to sell her products. So she threw it inside the car and the thing hit the leg. I was so pissed off, so in pain, got to my head. I wanted to shout. I don't know if I should shout. I don't know if I could. I don't even know what to do. I just opened my eyes so wide and I couldn't say anything. So they wanted to quarrel with the girl or something. So only what came out from my mouth was, she didn't know anything. She didn't know the kind of person inside the car and all that. So we continued the journey, and when we got home, everybody, this village, everybody came to check on the guy that his leg is decaying, and everybody was just blaming my mother. That I got an accident, she kept me inside and everything. They were putting all the blame on her, all the blames on her, and she was trying as much as possible not to cry before me. Meanwhile, she was trying all her possible best, running helter-skelter, and that particular time she was pregnant. With the pregnancy, she was running around to make sure everything is fine, everything is cool and everything. They brought a lot of doctors home to check on the leg. They are lost of what to do. So someone came up with the idea of taking me to Enugu State. That there they can see a man, a consultant that will actually know what to do. So they decided to arrange another transport and took me straight to Enugu.
They finally agreed with the doctors when, after several failed measures, the foot rotted off and got detached from the rest of his body.
They were dressing the leg. Like, the leg decayed to an extent that I was seeing my bones, my arteries, my veins and all that. Everything opened. And they were dressing this leg. 3 people were dressing it. One was with the feet, the other was at the back muscle, and one was with the lap. So they were pouring all these stuffs. Can't remember the name, but they were pouring these stuffs and everything. And when in the process of dressing, they removed the foot without operation, without anything. They just pulled out the foot because the veins that was joining, or the bone or everything like that, was so weak. It has decayed to an extent that they just pulled off this foot and they took it away. I was like, wow, that's my foot. So when they got to the hospital, the doctor saw the leg and was like, they will commence for an operation the next morning. So they left. But suddenly I just saw the doctor came back and was like, they are going to perform the operation tonight. And I was like, tonight? So they took me to the theater. I saw a man with a Macintosh. He just brought out the Macintosh and I didn't know anything anymore. The next thing I remember was like, I was inside the theater and the man was asking me, what do I love most? And I said music. Then it started playing music, numerous music. Put it behind my ear and I was just focusing my attention on the music, but at the same time hearing the sound of a saw. So, though I don't know why the doctor came back, but I think it was God that actually instructed him to come back, because I think I should die that particular night. Because the doctor said something that if they leave the leg for more 3 days, the decay will get to the waist. And when it gets there, there's nothing they can do. So they operated on the leg. When I woke up the next morning, my 2 legs was up. So I was trying to open it. They were holding me not to stand up, not to. So when the nurses were away, I opened the leg and I saw that the leg was amputated already. I was feeling dehydrated, confused. I don't even know. I can't think anything at that moment. But I know that the pain has reduced a little bit.
He faced a lot of challenges, but nothing prepared him from what he heard from his uncle immediately after his leg got amputated.
So I was trying to deal with the dehydration and the shock of the amputated leg. Then the call of one of my uncle came in. And I received the call and he said something. He said, how are you? I said, I'm fine. He said, how was the operation? I said, I'm alive. He now asked, they amputated the leg? I said, yes. He said, I should not call his number anymore. That I'm not yet a graduate. And I'm an handicap now, so I can't do anything with my life anymore. I can't become anything. I can't become of any use to him anymore. So he doesn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. Though when I saw the leg amputated, I didn't think anything. Though maybe it's because I was not emotionally okay by that time, so I didn't think anything. My mind was like blank. But when I received this call and he mentioned and he spoke those words, I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop shedding tears. I can't even think about it, because it was the only person I was thinking it could actually help me out of all those stuffs. Now is the only one that is the particular person that those words are coming out from. I couldn't stand the words. But my mom consoled me, talked to me that I'm alive and all those things. I can still do something. I can still be anything I want to be. At least if I can't be anything, I'm still a child. Okay, after the hospital and I was okay, I came back to Akure. And though I have a lot of friends, all of them distant. None was around. None wanted to come and say hi. None wanted to associate with me anymore. So I guess I have to leave. There's a new way I have to start living. So I always get scared if I'm the only one at home, because most of the time if I want to do anything and no one is at home, is a problem. But I have to like get off from that thinking. So presently though, I have a lot of challenges in doing a lot of things, but that's why they are called challenges. If I call them a problem, that means I can't do it. But they are challenges because I will do it, regardless of how yes I'll feel the pain. And one of the things is, sometimes if I'm working with someone and the person is working faster than me, it's something very, very big something, and I'm trying to catch up. Though I won't talk, but it's hurting. Sometimes if my siblings are not at home and I need water, I go myself to the well, I fetch. I carry a bucket myself. And I had to go back to school also. Like I said before, I'm a graduate of St. Thomas Aquinas College. I actually stayed in the boarding house. And there's a lot of things. Sometimes my leg will be so weak to walk, but I still have to go to the class. I still have to. Some things like that. I'm a musician by profession, as I said before. There was this day I went to perform. I do stage performance, live stage performance, and I fell off stage. I was performing and performed one of my songs that was released October 1st. I was performing this song and the vibe just came into me. And one of the things that I'm actually sad about sometimes is I can't dance anymore. There's a way I do my steps. So I was on this stage that day and the vibes just keep coming. I dropped the both crutches, I was jumping, I was on my feet. So I fell off stage and my knee twisted kind of. I was at home for a week trying to recover. And the following week I should be having another show. The pain was so much, but I couldn't just leave. I forfeit the show, so I have to go again with the pains on stage. And I was smiling, was laughing, even when the pain was too much. Yeah, I'm having challenges with my friends presently. Former friends, for that matter. They don't want to associate with me, even with my entertainment industry. They still don't want to associate, because I think what they are looking at is they will still be the one that they will be helping this guy, or maybe like helping him to do one or two things. So, but even in the midst of all that, I still have some people that still stand. Even if it is one, I'm grateful.
Seeing my brother without with the problem, I was like, with this thing on ground, how are you going to be coping with this? But I was so surprised with the way he was doing his own thing. And there are some times I will sit down looking at him, and some things that other people in his position can't even think of doing, he's out there doing it. And since this moment, I've been saying yes. With the way things are going, it's going places. And it makes me to realize that no matter how bad your situation can be, with God, there's nowhere you can't be.
Advising persons living with disabilities across the globe, Fidelis Truth says, add value. Do not run after success. When you add value, success will chase you.
Okay, my advice to everyone out there watching me right now is that disability is not in the physical, it's in the mind. If you don't know what you are, if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know what you become, if you don't have anything that drives you, you are more disabled than I can ever be. So I have these 3 steps that I usually use to evaluate myself. The number 1 is know who you are, know what you need, know what drives you. Start from the particular place you are. The second is be consistent. Be consistent with whatsoever you're doing. Whatsoever you know you're good at, be consistent. And the third is add value. Don't run after success. When you add value, success definitely run after you. My name is Uche Fidelis. I'm a musician by profession, still a student. My stage name is Fidelis Truth. I'm a performing artist, and I am beyond challenges.
Alright then, I'm sure you've learned a thing or two from Fidelis Truth, Uche Waje's story. Personally, I'll be keeping his advice on my left hand. I'm never gonna eat with it because it says add value. Do not run after money, do not run after success, do not run after fame. When you add value, no matter your condition, these things will run after you. Well, don't forget to join us on our Facebook page, Beyond Challenges with FOLAJOGUN AKINLAMI, and on Instagram, follow us at Beyond Challenges. Until next week, my name is FOLAJOGUN AKINLAMI and I am Beyond Challenges. What about you?